your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The fine to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend homie. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peaceful peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Rams. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give. Akers running left. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Watson on 1st down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. 1st drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Play action. It's Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jones. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff to Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Tannehill. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On the give, this is Akers. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Watson. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. They'll give this to Akers running right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Watson. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A 1st down carry for Henry, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Tannehill dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now it's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. With it is Jackson. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. From the 25 on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson eluding the pressure right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. They'll run here with Akers. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a run with Akers. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf. Now the Rams Titans will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And Gay knocks this one through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. From the gun with Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's caught end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, and the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll run this with Akers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Flushed out right. And he fires one incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Watson now to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Ficken, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Dorsett's got it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard. Throwing again on second down. Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap, but this time the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew, and maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game. He's going to think about just throwing that one away, but down late in the 4th quarter, he has no choice, no luxury. He's got to try and make a play, and even with that pressure around him, he tried to complete it downfield to no avail.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Ficken, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful of not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And the busy night for Henry continues. And they'll get to him just inside the 15 even after that strong run we witnessed. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Ficken, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Gets past one man. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Henry again on 2nd down.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point by Ficken, up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Titans, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for L.A., their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.